If they beat France, I then believe they get to the final and lose to Brazil.
Yeah,
But
that's the same path
let's
I see.
hope and pray it doesn't get that far, because Tooth, you know what it is, Rav. We had to deal with one final already.
Listen, bro, I've said this, when it comes to England, you man do this every tournament, bro, and I'm always right, bro. England will never win a major title. Never. They will never.
And why do I feel that's famous last words?
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Nights of the Roundtable discussion where we discuss all sports all the time. Got my guy ST in the building. How are you doing, sir?
It's been a long time, but I'm fuming. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that, man.
Listen, it's been ages, bro. People, have you missed us? Have you missed us? It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been on, but we are back. First of all, apologies. Listen, it's a mad one. Like Mr. K and I are on sabbatical. Truth has been cancelled. It's all a bit mad, bro. It's a bit mad, but we're gonna try and get things going again. Try and get some content out there for you people. But we are back and we are going to enjoy it because there is so much to talk about, so much to get into. So we're not going to waste any time. But Footie Chat is back. We are here to talk about everything that's going on in the world of football right now. But as usual, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, and I say all the time, share. We are here, and don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links up in the description. Boy, it's been a lot, and people, like I said, we haven't been here for ages. We're gonna try and get through as much as we can in as short a time as we can. Obviously within the hour. But as ST said, let's start with the World Cup, and we're not gonna we're gonna go back to the beginning, people, in the middle of the show, but we just need to get the initial reaction to the match that took place between Ghana and Portugal. It was 3-2 to Portugal in the end. Goals from CPR7, goals from João Felix and Rafael Leao, and it was Kudus and who's the other person for Ghana?
AU scored.
No, Kudus didn't go. AU scored. Who was the other guy?
AU and Bukari.
Yeah, scored.
The guy did the celebrate.
Man celebrating when he's 3-2 down. Like, it made no sense, bro.
He just wanted I was like, run back. Hey, listen, Ghana, we're honestly,
them ass man was like, nah, bro, I just want the glory. I want the glory.
You know, he's gone to his Instagram and started posting it as well.
You know, like that. You know,
he's actually done it.
He has. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. This guy, instead of being these team players by himself, but you gotta give him credit. It's his first goal in the World Cup.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean? It's a big thing. But ST, bro, frustration is the word right now for you. I can imagine how you are feeling, but just tell the people, bro, how are you feeling after that game? Because I felt for Ghana, bro. I can't lie.
Annoyed because Portugal weren't that great today. I mean, they got a lot of very good players, João Felix, Leao, all those guys, but I don't think they were very good as a team today. I'm also kind of frustrated with Ghana in ourselves. So when I saw the team, first of all, I'm like, you guys are not playing to win. Yeah. You're showing that, to me, if I was a Portuguese player and I saw those teams, I'll be thinking, like, Ghana are not there to win. So that's my frustration. Secondly, the penalty that Ronaldo scored, for me, I didn't think it was a penalty.
Yep. I
thought it was very harsh. So that frustrated me. And to be fair, Portugal were the ones that looked slightly more threatening in the loss. Ronaldo had a few chances, but to then concede a penalty like that, which I feel that wasn't a penalty, and then him scoring, that was very frustrating for me. Yep. Ghana did very well mentally to come back from it, and I was so happy because in that sense that in a way, Ghana let loose, if you understand what I mean. They had nothing
Yeah.
to lose.
Yeah.
And they needed to do that. And it was a very well-worked goal. Kudus, again, the guy, we're going to go into him. I'll go into him a little bit more. But Ayew, the finish, good run from him. And yeah, I'm thinking, oh, this is great. But then the manager, with his substitutions, killed the game for me. Taking off Kudus, if you were there in my house, I was shouting. I was like, "Why are you taking him off? Why are you taking
Oh,
him
you
off?"
weren't shouting in English, bro. It's Peer Tweet you were talking,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, exactly. No, I was shouting in English, but I know a lot of Ghanaians were shouting in Tree, so that's a lot of problems. And then as soon as I said it, poor man, you see AU on the bench. He was celebrating his goal and everything.
Bro, he was hugging,
Turns
bro.
out-
Man was like, yeah, I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Man
He
turned
turns
around.
He's
Hey,
like, "What's this?" Yeah, hey, what's this stupidness? Is that Kostia and all this nonsense? That's what he's saying. Basically, first of all, our defending was terrible for that goal. I will say that we should have cut the lines out. The midfield was way too open. But then I also blame the manager because he didn't bring in a holding midfielder after that. We lost the ball in the middle. And then, Bruno played a very good ball into João Felix. I thought the defender could have cut it out, but I thought it was a very good ball. To be
oh, it
fair
was
to
inch perfect. It was inch perfect, man.
you
Yeah.
have to give Bruno credit. And then João Felix, decent finish. I felt like the goalkeeper could have didn't need to go that far out, but you know what, decent finish. I'll give him that. What frustrated me with the third goal as well, you're 2-1 down. Instead of settling, again, the manager doesn't bring on a midfielder to shore up the defense. So what happens is that we have one midfielder in Partey, and then we have Kofi Shrey, who got brought on. He's a bit more of an attacking player, and we have a lot of attacking players. So there's gaps between the middle, him, Williams, and everything. So that was frustrating. Portugal utilized that. So they brought on Leao. Leao made a very good run. Again, a very good ball by Bruno. Passed the ball into Leao. It was a very nice finish. And I was very fuming. I was fuming at the manager because he literally cost us this game.
I don't,
And-
brother. I don't disagree with you. And
Yeah.
it was one of
And-
them ones.
yeah.
It was one of them 100.
And then 1 second, sorry, last but not least, yeah. Cancelo, that was actually very bad defending. Baba Rahman got the ball. I'm gonna like Cancelo's defending as much as I like him as
That's awful.
he's a very good attacking fullback, but defensively it wasn't great there. Baba Rahman plays a very good ball in. It was a very good header by Bukhari. I don't know why this guy was celebrating. You know what? Yeah, when he scored, I'm like, get the ball and run back. This guy runs to the corner flag. I understand that this is a World Cup that this is your dream to play in. You'll never get a chance like this to score in front of Ronaldo and score a goal like that in front of your fans and play in the World Cup. But bro, read the room. You're losing. Bro, you're losing. Like, get the ball, run back. I'm like, and then some of the other players on the bench were pushing him to like go back to your position. I was looking at him.
Man said, it's all about me, fam. You
Yeah.
know, fuck the score, bro. I scored. You know that one day where you're in the playground and you're down and you don't think you're gonna win, but you're just gonna celebrate just because you scored a goal, bro.
You know what man thought? You know what man thought? He thought it was like, last goal wins, innit?
Yeah.
That's what basically
goal.
That's a golden goal.
You know that one's there. It doesn't matter what the score is. Man, them are like, oh yeah, it's time to go home. Next goal wins, bro.
Yeah,
that's
a
what
man
he
scored.
Oh man,
that's what he scored. And oh my god, I was like, bro, get back. But you know what? I'm very frustrated. Ghana, again, I'm frustrated that we didn't go for it, but I still think we could have got something for the games.
No, 100%. Listen, Portugal weren't that great. We saw CPR7. He missed two clear control. The one-on-one, I expected him to miss, bro, because we know he ain't got no touch. But the header, I expected him to score. But Portugal didn't do much. João Cancelo was awful defensively. He looked like the João Cancelo before Man City. That's what he looked like in that game. Portugal were there in the second. I don't have an issue with the manager and how he started the game with the 5 at the back. I think that this is, on paper, the most difficult game. You wanted to contain. You did that because it was 0-0 at half-time. Second half, it's only because they got a penalty why Portugal scored. And then obviously AU scored, getting equalizer, so Kudus was released a lot more. And then obviously the manager cost you lot big time. But even then after that, you got the goal, and then oh my days, in the last second, Nake Williams could have stolen it.
Oh God, I even forgot to say that. It was very
he-
clever. It was actually very clever play. The ball didn't. People don't. For all those who actually don't know the rules of football, yeah, the keeper caught the ball, so technically the ball is in play once he releases it. Once it's still in play, but once he releases it off once he puts the ball on the ground, it's in play. So the player can go for it. It was a very clever tactic. It's just unfortunately he slipped at the last moment. But,
yeah, and that could have been the equalizer. So look, I think there are negatives. The defending for Ghana was awful. As ST had done told you, them AU brothers are a curse, bruv. They are a curse, bruv.
One of them played all right today.
Even though Andre played well, bruv, you got on Jordan, and then he decided Jordan decided that he was going to do the acting, bruv, and he was Portuguese, bruv. Like he just decided to try and play against you. Like it just didn't make
sense. He's like, I want to be Ronaldo's teammate.
I'm telling you, bruv. But look, I think there's positives to take from that game. I think looking at that, I think if you lot play the same way you played against Portugal, against South Korea, and against Uruguay, you will be fine. I think you lot can qualify. But I just hope that with South Korea being so organized, it doesn't frustrate you. And I hope that the emotions don't take over when you play Uruguay, because obviously everybody knows what happened in the World Cup all them years ago, bruv. But until this day, certain people, i.e. the truth, bruv, still hasn't forgiven Asamoah Gyan for what he did, bruv. But look, listen, it is what it is. I think Ghana will be fine as long as they play the way that they're supposed to, bruv. It's as simple as that. But yeah, shout out to all the Ghanaians out there. I know it must have been hella frustrating.
Listen, those are people cussing in tree. They're cussing one guy, yeah. They're cussing tree. They're like, what's it called? He's saying tree basically that Jordan Ayew needs to pull his shorts up while he's wearing low shorts to play.
I can't keep telling you, man, bro. I don't know why the Ayew brothers still play for you. The both of them anyway. Like, I don't understand why they're still there, bro.
But at least I understand why Dede Ayew. At least with him, he's a captain. At least there are things that I see outside. I know what he does. He shouldn't be playing all the time, but at least you can keep him in the team somehow because of the influence. Jordan Ayew, I don't know why he's there. He's there for vibes, bro.
No, he's so rubbish. I don't understand how he's lasted at Crystal Palace so long.
No, but you know what it is? One of them guys, on his day, technically he can be brilliant, but it's just 1 in every 10. That's what's the most annoying thing. That's the most annoying thing about it.
He's pants, bro. He's pants.
Yeah,
but look, listen. Hopefully, Ghana can do something. Who's next? South Korea, isn't it?
South Korea next, in Uruguay last.
Yeah, fair enough. So hopefully, you lot can do something there. But
we need to cook noodles and all them, man. There.
Oh, bro, the Uruguayan and oh my days.
But anyway,
bro.
listen. We got a lot to talk about.
I'm telling you, bro. But ST, let's talk about the World Cup. Obviously, people, we didn't have a World Cup preview show. That was my bad, bruv. It is what it is. But let's go to the beginning, bro. Look, it was given to Qatar all them years ago. Mm-hmm. Whether you like it or you don't like it, whether you believe they should have it or shouldn't have it, they've got it. We're here. This is the reality in the situation. Obviously, there's a lot of controversy surrounding it, from the money to obviously the amount of people getting sacked from FIFA, to the migrant workers, to the LGBTQ plus people, to all sorts, right? So on the eve of that, Infantino came out and said, I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, It is what it is. Right. And obviously people took offense to that. Right. But ST, we are going to talk about football. I just wanted to address this quickly. Mm-hmm. I want to address the thing that all these pundits, when I say pundits, I mean the British pundits, all the pundits in Europe are not addressing what he said, because everyone's talking about the fact that he said, I'm disabled, I'm gay, I'm a migrant worker, I feel like this, because he was ginger and because he was Italian in Germany and blah, 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 blah. Now, we can completely accept that he doesn't know how it feels because he doesn't know how it feels to be black. We deal with it every day. He doesn't know how it feels to be an ethnic minority. He doesn't know how it feels to be gay. We completely understand that. But people are taking it literally in what he's saying. What he was trying to get across is he knows how it feels to be discriminated against, which is fair enough. He probably just didn't explain it as well. Let's put into context that English is not his first language, right? But let's address the second part of what he said. I knew you would.
Yeah.
Let's address the second bit of what he said, right? And that is on the hypocrisy of Europe. He said that Europeans are hypocrites because for what they did for 3,000 years in the past, they should be apologizing for 3,000 years for the next 3,000 years, right? And no matter who asked the question, or no, because the only person I've seen ask the question was Gary Lineker. He said it to Alex Scott. He said to Alex Scott, point blank, "Are we hypocrites?" Her response: he doesn't know how it feels to be gay. He doesn't know how it feels to be a migrant worker. He doesn't know how it feels to be black. The reason why these people won't answer the question is because it's facts, bro. It's facts, bro. When you lot were doing up slavery, yeah, and all that business, right? When you lot were doing up, trying to conquer everybody else's country, colonizing everyone, yeah. When you lot were doing up, stealing all the all the minerals, material, the gold, all that from Africa, yeah. When you lot were doing up, stealing up everything from Asia, right? Nobody called you out because nobody could, yeah. So how dare you? How dare you, right? Try and go to Qatar and say, you should do this, you should do that. Why isn't it like this? Why isn't it like that? Who are you to try and dictate what happens in other people's country? And you're not even in politics. You're all you deal with is in football, right? How fucking dare you?
Bro, do you want me to even... Yeah, go on. So what I was going to say...
Yeah, go on, bro.
What I was going to say is this, yeah. The issue is, first of all, the Europeans, yourselves, are the ones that gave Qatar the tournament in the first place, first of all.
No one went complaining about the money.
We should have never given it to Qatar because themselves, they don't include everybody. And that's their rules. However, you don't go into someone's country and then dictate your rules. That's like me coming into your house and we're not and saying, "Oh, I want this there, I want this there," but it's not your house. You're not paying for it. At the end of the day, what do you expect? And the thing is, yes, you are hypocrites, because at the end of the day, if you have so much anger against the World Cup, just say you wouldn't be there.
You know, bruv, exactly. My whole thing is, if you lot were so angry about it, why didn't you do something all those years ago? Yeah. What did you think was going to happen, right? Did you think that things were going to change? Now, don't get me wrong, to a certain extent, things have changed in terms of what Qatar does. But the facts are, it's their country, it's their rules, right? And one of the things that they keep bringing up is the Qatar, one of the princes of Qatar or something said something, it's not the exact quote, but he said, everyone is welcome, but respect our culture.
It's the truth.
So man saying it doesn't matter what gender, who you're interested in, it doesn't matter. Just respect our rules, right? So if you are gay, unfortunately, it's illegal to do certain things out there. Just deal with it. Deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it, don't go. Yeah. It's as simple as that. All the pundits, it shouldn't have been there. It shouldn't have been this. Why have they got it? Oh, but you lot are all good to take the money and go out there. Exactly. Oh, ITV and BBC are paying me. If the World Cup wasn't there, you wouldn't be out there.
No, exactly.
Yeah? But this is the hypocrisy that I'm talking about. You lot are all happy to take the money. All happy to stay in the state-of-the-art hotels. Facts. But you want to try and dictate what happens. And the funniest thing, ST, about all of this is that I said it in a group earlier with Tooth and the man them, and obviously they were talking about Germany. Germany were putting their hands over their mouth and saying
Oh
we've been
God,
silenced
Germany,
by
Germany,
FIFA. Now,
Germany are not the ones to talk.
Now, here's my thing, right? That's all well and good because Eden Hazard came out, them not put it in a group chat. Eden Hazard came out and said, yeah, you can do that, but do it after the game. He was like, you did that and went and lost, right? He was like, I'm here for football. I'm not here for politics. I'm not a politician. Facts. I'm not a politician. Now, we understand that football is global and you can send out certain messages, right, to the world to let them know. But at the end of the day, your main priority is to play football. And what happened to Germany? They went and did that and then went and lost, right? They could be going home on Sunday. So you're like, oh, I'm doing up politics on the football pitch, but I'm going home on Sunday. So you ain't doing no more protests. You ain't showing no one nothing else,
Bro,
right?
and to even go there as well, yeah. All these progressive countries talking about, for example, I'm going to give you an example about the LGBT community and stuff like that, which is completely fair enough. Like, of course, if you feel discriminated, you feel discriminated again. But we are hypocrites, and then I'm going to say this again. Is there any professional Premier League gay footballer out there? No.
No one's come out.
No one's come out. No one's come out, and they're not scared to come out because we know how it would be perceived in this country. You think you may get support, but there will still be some problems. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not nice. However, you can't be then going to a country criticizing them for the same thing that you feel that the people, the actual community, are not comfortable to go out in. So. Now, why I don't think it's right, but at the end of the day, you have to keep it consistent. Like, don't impose your rules for someone else and then complain about other people's countries where you're basically doing the exact same thing, just on a different scale. It's just like the West. It's like the West crimes are worse than the Middle East crimes.
Of course.
That's where it is, and it's disgusting, and it's not right.
Of course, bro. Of course, and this is the thing. And bro, I'm telling you,
I think
bro.
don't get listened.
Yeah, I know, because then tutus I say things, and then we're all cancelled, bro. And then all of a sudden, like, we're gonna have to be hiding in Tooth's bunker in that. And then we're all screwed, bro.
I'm waiting to get tagged in, fam. I'm waiting to get tagged in.
He's in there now. You look at him. He's in there now. Look, he's
in the bunker now, bro. We could just about hear him, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on. Let me sort out the connection. One sec, bro. But yeah, bro, I've got some shit to talk, bro. I've got some shit to say about all of this, bro.
Bro, you need to come on camera though, because all of a sudden it's just a voice. You got the voice of God thing right now.
I hear you. Yes. What we saying?
It's all good, man. Spit.
It's good to see you lot, bro. But listen, I'm gonna do an in and out thing like I always do, bro, before they catch me, bro. So listen up. All of this shit that's going on, bro, is, like I said, this shit has been written in fucking political foreign policies from day one, bro. From day one. Like, back in the day when we were kids and they went to Iraq and Afghanistan, it wasn't just to bomb the shit out of us, bro. It was to systematically fucking overturn all of the governments in that region and all of the people in that region, for their own gain, bro. For their own gain. The resources, power. That region in the world is so important for the West. It's unbelievable, bro. It's unbelievable because they have cronies in that part of the world, like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and so on and so forth. And then they have regions in that area which they're not cool with, which we won't get into. We'll save it for another body. But regarding Qatar, bruv, and the key word here is hypocrisy, bruv. It is getting thrown around. Now, hold on, bro. I've got to shut this next point down, bruv. I've got to shut this fucking next point down. Slave labor, migrant workers, XYZ, bro. My boy, not going to name any names, bro. He works at Google. He was getting tired of this shit, bro. He pulled up some numbers. He pulled up the number of people that allegedly died, the population of Qatar, and how many years they started building the stadiums up until now. And when you break down the numbers, bruv, it's not as fucking astronomical as they're putting out to be, bro.
Oh yeah, hundreds.
Now, that I can't say with chess, bro, because I don't have the numbers. But what I can say with chess, bro, what I can fucking say with chess, bro, is if you're so worried about migrant workers, slave labor, shit like that, bro, what about all the Adidas and Nike sweatshops, bro?
Exactly.
What about the fucking TV and the iPhone and the fucking mobile that you're watching all this shit on? Who the fuck you think made those?
And guess it. And who are they owned by? Adidas, German company. Google.
Oh, bro, I'm getting mad.
This is, bro. This is, but this is it. This is it, to an ST. This is it. This is the point. And we're gonna get a lot of people on here saying, "Oh, but this and that and blah blah blah." No, accept the fact that you lot are hypocrites, bro. You're fucking hypocrites, because all of this shit that's going on that you don't want to talk about, but yet still because it's on a big stage and because you're trying to push your agenda, because that's what it is. They're trying to push the agenda. They're trying to push the narrative that they want to push, right? And it's like, well, hold on, bruv. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, bruv.
That's exactly what
people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, sort your own shit out, right? Before you start going to other people and trying to tell them what to do. And the biggest thing that burns them more than anything else, bruv, is the fact that Qatar has all the money in the world to say you lot can't do fuck all about it. Nothing, right? And that's what burns them too. You're on mute. That's what burns them more than anything else, bruv. Go on to.
Sorry, bruv. And that's exactly what I wanted to jump in and say, and I'll end on this point and I'll duck, bruv, was that these are the same people that 10 years ago fucking took the money and voted for the World Cup being in Qatar, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's all coming out to light now, as you said, CJ, bruv. The Sarkozy meetings when Qataris were in there buying PSG at the same time to get the vote for the fucking World Cup with Michel Platini in the room. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like, who the fuck do you think you're kidding, bro? Throwing yourself a little fucking pity party to convince everyone.
Exactly.
You get it, bro.
It was leaked. Wasn't it leaked like at least a week or something? Or no, quite a bit of a time before that Qatar and Russia would get the World Cup. If it was, like I said, and I made this point again, if it was so inclusive, yeah, why did you give them that in the first place? You knew the rules. They all knew the rules of Qatar and Russia before, especially a country that they knew.
Bro, where was this shit when Russia had the World Cup, bro? They were already knee-deep.
But anyway, I can't say what I want to say to you, because you know, like, we can't be associated with a certain man.
I mean, listen, man, any fucking secret agent gases that come out and I get killed by them, bruv, you already know what the deal is, bro. Real talk, bro. Russia was 10 toes deep in Crimea, bro. No one said a fucking word.
No one said anything.
No one said a word.
There was, all right, to put it into context, on
that note, man, I'm here. Yes. I'll let you lot on, bro.
Yes, too. Love, bro. To go back on that, there was a little bit of people were like, oh, it shouldn't have been in Russia because certain things were going on and blah, blah, blah. But there was nothing
like
on the scale of this. No. And this is, we're the bigger country, so we're going to try and bully the little one, because they knew they couldn't bully Russia. There was nothing they could do about Russia at all, right, in terms of them getting it, because Russia will just say, fuck it. You know what I mean? But look, all politics aside, because we need to get back to the football. It's getting a bit heated. And all that.
Yeah, let's not aside, bro. It's not for YouTube.
But this is it, ST, and obviously Tooth jumping in, bro. This is it. And I think unless you're an ethnic minority or unless you do your research, right, you're not going to have the same passion. You're just going to believe what the media tell you. Whereas we know what's going on, bruv. So we don't want, for the people that are out there, we're trying to give you the other side of the coin. We're trying to give you the other side of the story. Do you know what I mean? Because this sole narrative that they're trying to push isn't the one at all. No. But look, let's get back to the football. ST, we obviously the World Cup's kicked off. It's here. We've seen some good matches. We've seen some not so good matches. Everybody has played. Just finished with the Brazil game, people. 2-0 win, Richarlison double. ST, so far, from what you've seen so far, bro, like what kind of feeling are you getting with this World Cup, bro? Who are you leaning towards? Are you any shocks or surprises? What are you feeling?
The World Cup has been it's been interesting to watch. You know, there's been some decent footballers. One, I'll have to big up Truth for this comment. He has mentioned that there is a lack of midfield quality, I feel like, in the whole tournament, which I've noticed. I feel like there's a lot of defenders, a lot of strikers, and in between they're just being meshed. Yeah, there's been some good football. I thought England's performance against Iran was relatively decent. I thought Spain were very comfortable against Costa Rica, and I did enjoy the way they were playing. I thought Japan played very well in the second half. I have to give it up to Saudi Arabia, especially. They did very well, especially in the second half, because in the first half they were under the cosh. And I got to see that second goal, man.
Mad.
Yeah, Gavi's goal. And even though I don't think he deserved the Copper trophy, whatever, the young player of the year, like, that's another story for another day. That goal there was serious. I have to give it. And even Richarlison's goal, I'm telling you, if you haven't watched his goal,
Richarlison's goal.
His second goal was disgusting. Like, that was Brazilian there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
I'm just still waiting for the flair. The African teams have let me down so far. Senegal, unfortunately, I kind of knew what would happen when Mane is not here, but I'm still looking for them to do well. And a lot of the African teams have become very defensive. Probably the best performing team, I would say, was Tunisia, because I thought they played pretty well against Denmark. I thought it was quite an even match.
I can't believe you are letting these North African teams rep, bro.
They're doing well.
Annoying, bro.
But listen, you know what? Yeah. Listen, I have to give them. Listen, let me give them respect. They're doing their thing. To be honest, Ghana did their thing today. Hey, listen, we talked about this, so let me go.
Mr. K.A., bro.
Oh, he's here.
Mr. K.A., bro.
Imagine, did I miss the Ghana?
Oh, he's in.
Time,
He's
yeah,
in.
you did, bro. It was the first thing we spoke. It was the first thing we spoke about. But I can't not like let you have your say on Ghana, bro. Like, obviously, people listen. This is what I'm saying, bro. It's a special day, bro. Because I said, Mr. K and I are on sabbatical right now, but you got the two of us here today.
So I got a sucker in the background. I didn't get time to get the Ghana Black Stars in there, man. My guy Kudus, bro. I'm crying for him, man. Man got dragged off for nothing, bro.
Oh God, I feel so sorry for him.
Got my Ghana flag tears in him, man.
It's Ghana therapy right now. Kay, what are you saying about the game, bro?
You know what? I'm not as mad at the performance as some of the critics I've seen. And obviously, the Ghana fans, they are critical of the team from top to bottom. Even Chris Hughton's going to probably get it from a couple of people. And he's background staff, bro. So, but I thought the performance was okay. Yes, it's a bit negative in the first half. We didn't really step out. We had chances where, as we've seen across the board, in the third quarter, the quality has not been there. But this team's inexperienced, and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. You know me, I'm not a harsh guy, but I do give my opinion. But I think they did okay, and then the second half they got 2 goals. But Otto Addo, I think he takes the blame for this.
Agreed.
I don't know if what's been obviously I've just joined, but he takes the blame for this. 1-1 game management, contain the game for at least 10 minutes. You're taking off the 2 players that were involved in the goal. You took them off right away. It's like that just killed all momentum, all spirit, everything. Kudus was just driving. He had the Portuguese. I wouldn't say on toast or skates, but he had them nervous.
Yeah.
Like he was stretching the game. He was like making them think and like sit back a bit and not commit too many forwards. And then he goes and takes him off to bring on Jordan Ayew, who gave the ball away twice.
Exactly.
Oh my, they flicked 2 goals.
Exactly.
Bro, he came on and there was no structure, no formation. No one knew where they were playing.
That's what I'm saying. We said this before, bro. You go on, say what you got to say, because you said it before.
Yeah, no one knew where they were playing. And in that 10 minutes where everyone was trying to sort themselves out, we conceded the 2 goals.
Look, but listen, I can understand your frustration, Kay, and yeah, man. But I said to ST, I said as you said earlier.
I didn't hear your opinion. What was your opinion as a neutral in the game?
I basically said that I think I could understand the five at the back at the start, try to contain them. As I said, on paper, it's your most difficult game. In the second half, obviously, it opened up a bit more. Kudus was on smoke. Obviously, it took a penalty for Portugal to score their first goal. And then obviously, ST and I both said, yeah, the manager killed you lot, taking off those two players and then bringing on Jordan Ayew was the wrong decision. But I did say that if you lot play like today, like you did, if you lot play like you did today against Uruguay and against South Korea, I think you lot will be fine. I absolutely think you lot will be fine.
From the start of the game with a mentality to attack,
To win, yeah, exactly.
To win, to score goals, we can beat Korea, we can beat Uruguay. They drew today 0-0. I watched most of the game at work as well. Both of them, both teams, especially Korea, in attack, they didn't really have anything up there up front. And in attack, and Son, I don't know if this has come too soon. He hasn't played since November or whatever it is. And now he's playing and he's got the mask on his face.
Oh yeah, he's injured.
They haven't got Hwang from Wolves. So we can take this South Korea team. Uruguay, they're a bit like Portugal where they've got the quality that can hurt us. But Suarez, Cavani, they both can't play 90 minutes. So we just
and you got Nunes as well. They don't mesh well together.
Anyhow, you lot let the Uruguayan Andy score, bro. I swear.
Yeah.
I swear if you don't let him score, bro.
I'm worried he'll score.
Oh, nah, bro.
We're okay on defense. We're okay on defense.
Oh, no, you defensively, you lot were horrible.
We were terrible.
You were horrible, bro. Like, that's the problem. You lot just need to attack. You just need just give the ball to Kudus. Just give the ball to Kudus.
And then, give the Partey and let Partey control the ball.
This is what I was going to say.
Because
go on.
Yeah, go on, speak. Yeah,
no, because even Kudus as well, yeah, he showed his inexperience because a couple of times
in the first half,
he took a couple of shots where he could have played a pass in or he could have slowed it down a bit and made a different decision, but he kind of just drove at the defense and took a shot from 30, 20 yards when that wasn't the right decision. But it brought the team up the field. It sort of gave us a bit of inspiration, we can attack them, we can get chances. And Ida was clapping that, trying to using that to motivate the team. So I can't fault him too much, but obviously with time, with experience, he will learn to make the right pass and the right decision.
Of course, but you know what I think about it as well personally? I generally don't think Kudus actually trusts a lot of people in this team. And I say this with the reason why, don't get me wrong, of course his decision making still needs to be a bit better. But there were, apart from Inaki Williams, there were not a lot of, if you notice, a lot of Ghanaians were not running in behind the defenders when he had the ball. They knew
that's the manager's tactics.
I agree with that, but at the same time, you need to understand, as a footballer, this guy will most likely find you when he gets the ball. And the thing is, that's why I was frustrated at the manager. That's why I agree with you. The manager is what cost us the game. I didn't like the way he set up personally for me.
Get 5 at the back at all times in the first half.
That's what frustrated me. But what I'm saying about Kudus as well, they need to let him be a little bit more further forward. I would have liked Dede Ayew to come back a little bit more because then he's the one that keeps the game ticking. At least then he can play off Partey. If you understand it, Partey and Ayew can play off each other because they're good in possession, if you understand what I mean. And then you give it to Kudus. Kudus can then create for someone like Inaki, and Inaki Williams was actually making very good movement. It's just that they didn't have the players, barring Kudus, to find him at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is very frustrating, bro.
But can they play that role though in midfield, a deeper role in midfield though?
I think he's slightly clever enough. It would have to be him, or they'd have to bring another player, or they'd have to bring him on personally because his legs are gone. He's not the same player he was before. At least I'd rather him play than Jordan. He's not it. He's not it, bro.
They're both cursed, bro. I told the two of you, bro. As long as those two are in your team, there's no hope.
When was the last time Jordan scored for God? At least he gets goals. He gets big goals in big games. When was the last time?
Listen, he's not too bad. Yeah, don't get me wrong. At least I can see why he's in the team. Jordan, bro. Listen, I don't know, bro. Listen, is he paying the association or something, bro?
Bruv, listen, I got an inside scoop on him, but we can't talk about that on the channel. But look, yeah, we gotta move on, bro. Ghana therapy is over. But KA, how you seeing the World Cup so far, bro? Who everyone has now played their first game. For you, obviously, I know we did our sweepstake, but besides who obviously you're backing in the sweepstake, has your mind changed about who you think is now going to win the World Cup? Or are you sticking with not necessarily who you got in the sweepstake, but are you sticking with who you thought was going to win the World Cup? Who did you think was going to win the World Cup before it started? Sorry, let me ask that question first.
Yeah, Brazil. It's like most people, man.
Yeah, so it was me as well.
They're the number one favorites. I kind of bought into the narrative about Messi a little bit, but then after seeing them play, I'm like, no, I don't really see it unless they get a good schedule. I don't really see it. Like when they'll come up against a big team and they'll come stuck.
Yeah,
but let's see how they react. After.
This is it, and I think for me, I think the biggest issue for me, I'm obviously I'm back in Brazil, but I am scared. I am scared because as I look at these teams, I feel like England have a good chance.
Yeah, I was gonna say they do,
and that's not good for me. Obviously, it was Chad too, but Iran just weren't good enough on the day. Obviously, you've got to measure them with a higher measuring stick. Obviously, the USA game, we would expect USA to give them a more competitive game, but you'd expect England to still win. But when I look at Belgium, who just, don't ask me how they won that game against Canada. When you look at, obviously, Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia, when you look, obviously, Germany losing to Japan, you look at Netherlands, who weren't really convincing in their win. Where obviously France had a wobble before they ended up coming through. So when you look at all the sides, I think bar Brazil, who you would anticipate would be up there or thereabouts for the semis and the final, they're not looking good. And I understand it's only the first game, this tournament, some teams take time to warm up and stuff. But I would say it's Belgium, especially, do not look the part at all in terms of getting anything from this World Cup. They
never even played with each other.
They look like they can't play without the fat man. They literally look like they can't play without the fat man. This is what I'm
gonna say. Yeah, we get on to Lukaku a lot. Yeah, but Lukaku and Hazard are the ones that turn up for Belgium. De Bruyne doesn't turn up for these guys. You know, this is what needs to be said. De Bruyne is one of my favorite players, but he never turns up, and it's always them two bailing them out. Always them two, and they're missing Lukaku. And it's crazy to say it. International football was made for him because it's slower. He has more time to turn on the ball. He can use his strength and everything like that. And then you'll have like Hazard. At least Hazard actually knows how he plays. But obviously now Hazard's not the same player. Lukaku is missing. I think Lukaku will be back for the last game. I think one of the last two. I'm not sure if he'll be that. But Belgium, they're not the same team. They're not.
Go on.
No, I'm just gonna say Belgium are not the same team, man.
And this is a question that I'm gonna ask: have Belgium, like England before them, missed the boat with their golden generation? Yep. Because they're all coming to, obviously, Alderweireld and Vertonghen are like in their mid-30s. Obviously, Hazard's 30 now. Obviously, De Bruyne is 30 now.
Yeah. Lukaku will be 30 soon.
Exactly. So,
CJ, what are you saying then? You're saying that they're bare old. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying, bruv. Like I think their time was not even the last World Cup. The Euros were their time. They should have won the Euros. Yeah. That's when they should have won, because I think that was their last one. I think this team that they brought with them to this World Cup ain't it, bro.
It's fucking Martinez. He's just a dead fucking coach, bro.
I agree as well.
Don't
there's-
encourage him. He's got a vendetta against Martinez. Don't encourage
Bro,
him.
but he's dead. He's dead, bro. He is.
Yeah, bro, he's the only manager that can fuck up a golden generation with 3 tournaments like that, bro.
To be fair, Southgate, even though Southgate they got to the final, Southgate's not much better, bro. Like,
The thing with Belgium as well is like where's the fresh blood that comes in? Usually with golden generations, even in their last sort of like hurrah, there's always like 1 or 2 guys that kind of be the next guys to carry over the mantelpiece. There's no one coming through.
there's
It's
only
not
Doku, Jeremy Doku's all right, but he's not great in comparison to what they have.
Bro,
So
we're
yeah.
talking about like all the other forces in Europe, in mainland Europe. That's absolutely right, bro. They have a fight line.
K.A.
Censor that shit as well, bro. Sorry, man. KA is spot on as well because all these other countries, bro, they have a system in place where they have a pipeline of players coming through.
Yeah.
We could go back and look at the teams, bro. Early 2000s, that Germany team where some of those players were coming out, we were seeing Ballack, Schweinsteiger, and then when these guys were going out, we were seeing Kimmich and Götze and all these guys coming in, bro. Same with the Holland team and the France team, bro. But with Belgium, it's always just been these, man.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true, and it looks like Belgium might go back into the wilderness after this because it's not looking positive, bruv. Like when you're relying on Batshuayi, bruv, to score your goals because Lukaku's injured, bruv. Like you know you're in trouble, bruv. But Belgium, it looks like the team, for me that's going to struggle.
Did Benteke get selected this year?
I think I don't know. You know,
I don't know.
I think he might have.
He might have, but I don't think he remember he plays in what? Where does he play now?
Bruv, you think he plays in like Iran or something, bruv, or like
Ben
Qatar or
Tekers,
something.
Bro, don't say the piece.
I think I don't know if he's last time I remember he was playing in China. I think I don't know.
Oh yeah, he could be. Who knows, bruv? Like, but
No,
he should,
exactly.
this is exactly spot on for Mr. K and 2's point, bruv. The fact that Benteke is still in this squad, bruv. It says it all about Belgium are. But man, I need to ask you, bruv. Argentina. Obviously the Saudi Arabia thing, I'm like, bruv, like the players are trying to sabotage the GOAT, bruv. They're trying to sabotage Messi on his swan song. Like, are we saying that we've all given up on Argentina now?
They're not good enough.
One game. It's one game though, man.
The midfield is not good enough. And don't get me wrong, they could always change, but the issue is, and I think again, I'm gonna big up Truth for this as well. Like in this tournament,
I'm about to log back coffee now. Stop talking about. Stop bigging up that guy, bro.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm always arguing with that guy, but I have to big him up. He says a lot of things that are correct. Like Argentina they have a defense. They have strike forces like Di Maria, Messi, Martinez, but the midfield is weak. They were missing Lo Celso for the team because he's the one that creates for them and lets Messi play and stuff like that. But they're not like they are very top heavy. Argentina,
but even Di Maria, even the Di Maria Messi, they just look old though. Like even
they
like
do.
stuff here,
They do.
they just look old and like it just wasn't. I don't know, maybe because they were losing, so it's like you saw their flaws a bit more. Like, but
bro, man saying, bro, they were losing, bro. They're just moving in slow motion now and that.
No, but it's
Yo,
true.
you lot are either, bro. You lot got Alzheimer's, bro. Do you forget in the last World Cup? Do you know what I mean? Or the one before that? What was it? The one where Messi carried them to the final by himself.
But he had a better
Which
team
one?
though. He had a better team than he was now, bro.
No, but let's keep it real, bro. That was Messi show.
Yeah,
That
of course.
was the fucking-
Yeah, but remember, I hear you. You're right, but then remember, Messi is not the same player he was all those years ago. As good as he still is, he's still a baller and stuff like that. But
yeah, but he could still like, bro. The thing is with the World Cup, yeah, it's a cup format, bro. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where some of the draws can favour you, and he might coast in certain games. It's not like a league format where he has to be sharp and on point, like consistent for all the games. There's some cack teams in there that in that group, and then there's some cack teams that will go into the knockout stages. All he needs to do is just like have one or two moments of magic, which for a player of his caliber is capable of doing on the biggest stages, time and time again. Off the back of the season that he had with PSG. Now, don't get me wrong. I did back them to win it. I'm sort of taking my bet off the table now. You know what I mean? But at the same time, bro, when you have the GOAT, you know what I mean, bro? You just can't rule him out. He is the GOAT, bro.
And this is I think that's what we're holding on to. We're holding on to the fact that Messi is there. It's the last World Cup. It's the last dance, bro. It's the last dance, and we're looking for that MJ moment, bro, where he was sick in the room with a pizza or whatever, and then comes out and then goes and drops 40, bro. Okay, it was 40 he dropped in it.
My bad. I'm watching the end of the Ghana highlights, man. To actually,
Bro, this guy's still reminiscing, bro.
No.
I'm not watching this.
No, because I didn't see the goal, the header. The guy's Bukari's header, and I didn't see Williams fall over, bro. So this is the first I'm seeing it right now, man.
You see the celebration?
Bro,
Oh, bro.
he needs to be kicked out of that team, bro.
And the thing is, Ronaldo was pressed as well.
I know.
That's the thing. That's what made me laugh. Ronaldo was flexed. I was laughing. I was like, this is jokes.
Oh man!
But I don't blame him, man. These are small town guys. I think he's one of the local in Ghana. They call them local players. From the
he
from the Ghana league.
He was, but he went to Nantes, and now I think he's played in Czech Republic now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
we're done with Ghana, bro.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, we lost.
Quickly, man. Serious question.
Shout out my second team, Japan, man.
Quick question, man. Yeah. Spain. Now I know it was Costa Rica. Right? But they look, compared to what we've seen in the last two tournaments from Spain, they looked good. And to piggyback off ST's point about teams only having strikers and defenders, Spain is a team that has a midfield with Gavi and Pedri. So are we looking at Spain differently now? Obviously, we'll see more when they play Germany. We'll see more when they send Germany home on Sunday, right? But can we say that Spain are contenders for this, or is the jury still out on them?
For me, the jury's still out for them. I think they're good. Don't get me wrong. I think they've got some very good players, but I think they're missing that. Just missing that something. That person that's gonna consistently get them. This is what I'm thinking about. Costa Rica was just giving them goals. Like Keylor Navas was thinking when he was playing for Real Madrid, bro. I'll be real, yeah. Like 3 of the goals, like he should have saved, didn't it? And Costa Rica themselves, they're not a great side. I think they're the worst team in the tournament, if I'm being very honest. Everybody's going at Iran and stuff. At least Iran has Taremi and all these other ballers that can run in behind. They got very good technique. They play for good clubs. Costa Rica have no ballers, bro. Like, and all their ballers like Joel Campbell and Brian Ruiz and all.
They're all old, bro.
They're old. I said Joel Campbell.
Yeah, he played yesterday.
But he played.
Yeah,
he played. That's the biggest joke. He started,
Ruiz
bro.
Played. Yeah, Oviedo
Joel
played.
Campbell, bro. Joel Campbell's been around for like 20 years, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like that name's just been ringing around 20. Brian Oviedo and oh my days, bro.
He was getting roasted, bro.
This is it. And nice. I hear your point, bro. Joel Campbell, bro. Jury's still out on the Spanish, bro.
I think the Spain team reminded people that they can be a threat. So I don't think we can sleep on them. I think let them let's see how they do against Germany, proper opposition. But as you said, ST, if they can just find that something that they may find over the group stages, they can be a threat in the knockouts.
100%, bro. Tooth, quickly. Your boys, bruv.
I'm picking Spain to win.
No, but your boys, bruv. Your boys. Ooh. Talk to me about your boys, bruv.
Oh, Germany.
Nah. Your boys.
Bro, just help him out, man.
The Airdrie Road man, them. That's what we're talking about, bro.
But Joe Campbell's 30 years old, but you know, I just googled his age.
Bro,
who are we talking about, bro?
Iran, bro.
Oh shit, yeah, bro, man. No, I can't even, bro. Fuck me. Are we talking off the record or on the record, bro?
We're on the record. We're talking on the record.
fuck's sake, bruv. Oh my god, bruv. Embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing.
Hey, Taremi's a baller though.
Listen, man. That goal, for some reason, bro, everyone came up to me. It's like, you know what, you lot flopped, bruv. But that goal was a banger. And I was like, for real, bro. It was one shot, one chance, one goal. Do you know what I mean? That was it. He took his chance out of nothing. And I'm so happy, bro, because Pickford is a fucking twat in it, bro. So, like, I'm so glad he went away from that game just as pissed as the Iranian players, bro. You get me? He was the only one on that team that was not celebrating. We took one of them with us, bro. Put it that way, bro. Straight. But man, we got Wales next, innit, bro? So I'm not ruling us out completely, but it's not looking good for us, bro. It looks like we just went there for the holiday, and then we're bouncing back in a few days, bro. A few days time. So, yeah.
Nah, I hear you. Yeah, bro. Certain times it is what it is. It's a bad day at office. Hopefully you lot do better up against Wales, bro. But let's wrap this up, guys. Let's wrap this up on
Ronaldo.
Oh, bro, we ain't even got time for that, bro.
Oh,
we ain't even got time for that.
He broke a record, didn't he?
Oh, no, not that.
No,
It's not that.
We ain't got time for that. We'll do a different show for that.
This is all on World Cup though, isn't
it? Yeah. We'll do a different show for that. But man, then quickly, let's wrap up on England, seeing as obviously that's where 3 of us reside. Obviously, 2 resides elsewhere. But look, KA, in all seriousness, how far do you think, based on what you've seen from all the teams now, how far do you think England are going to go in this tournament?
I think they can make minimum to make quarters. I can see semis, but I think they may face France though, don't they? It's on the same half as them.
Yeah, I think if things go the way they're supposed to, it could be France in the quarterfinal.
Belgium are there as well, and obviously, as we said, they didn't start well, but they've got the talent. And facing England, people will be up for the game. Everyone will step up. Everyone wants to beat England. All of that. They like taking a mick out of the cut. It's coming home. So I think England quarterfinals minimum, maybe semi-finals. That's their ceiling for me.
Fair enough. ST, can they win it?
They're in with the chance, but I don't
think. If they get to the finals, I think they'll win it. That's the thing.
Don't put that negative energy in the air, bro.
Because if they get to the final, they would have beaten some good teams. They'll have the momentum on their side, and I think they will.
It'll be Argentina or Brazil they play in the final.
Brazil in it, yeah. If it's Argentina, they'll beat Argentina. If it's Brazil, that will be a game.
But you know what it is, yeah? And to pick it back off your point, I do think that England can go far in this tournament. Probably semi-finals, I'd say they would get to. But the issue is England's team is actually a very complete team. That's what frustrates me. I'm just happy that they have the manager that they have. So hopefully it costs them.
Is it? And my whole thing, look, me personally, quarterfinals, bro, if things go the way, I don't care if this is a depleted France team. I expect that France team to beat England, bro. When you got the fridge on toes at centre back, you should be winning, bro. The fridge on toes at centre back, bro. The midfield too, obviously, because it's a 2 they play in midfield with Rice and Bellingham. And don't get me wrong, Bellingham is a baller. I rate him highly. But your 3 in midfield, your 3 in midfield should beat that. And then when you look at obviously Sugarcane, they're saying that he's all right. Obviously, the ankles look like they're playing up. We all know if Sugarcane ain't playing, that's it for them. Shout out to 2, obviously, your boy Callum Wilson's there as well. But he's not Sugarcane, bruv. But what I will say is that, bro, the talent that they have, the pace that England have with Saka, Sterling, Rashford, Callum Wilson as well, it's frightening for any team. But I still believe with Bottlegate in charge, with the fridge at centre-back, and England being England, not being able to handle the pressure, meeting France in the quarterfinals should be it. They should not get any further. If they beat France, I then believe they get to the final and lose to Brazil.
Yeah,
But
that's the same path I
let's
see.
hope and pray it doesn't get that far because Tooth, you know what it is, Rav. We had to deal with one final already.
Listen, bro, I've said this when it comes to England, you man do this every tournament, bro, and I'm always right, bro. England will never win a major title. Never. They will never.
And why do I feel that's famous last words? Why did I feel like? No, the women done it. Come on, England. The men are
No,
gonna
but you
do
know what it is, yeah? The women, they have a good coach.
The
And
women had a
things
proper
were-
coach.
They're a serious coach. That woman is a serious coach, bro. She knows how to play football. And the
And to
thing
be
is,
fair,
No,
Germany
really.
had their best player out as well.
Angel,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know, it's nowhere near the scale as if the men won it, and that's the fear. The fear is that they're getting closer and closer to it in a tournament wherein which we didn't think they stood a chance. But looking at how all the other teams have been playing, apart from the Brazils of this world, maybe Spain, we're looking at anyone else that they come up against, it
France were
could be
pretty
an
much
issue.
decent. France were decent for
But
like
France,
80 minutes.
France were decent once they went behind, obviously. But the thing is, it's tournament. Build,
Yeah,
see what happens.
anything
You don't
can
want to peak
happen,
too soon. And as we said, England, no disrespect to two, but it was Iran. It was a poor Iran side that they beat. We'll see what happens against the USA and how they play against the USA. I think
They
that
should
will
beat
tell
them.
us.
Like,
They should beat them, but I think that will
3-1.
tell us more. That should tell us more about where they are because
Yeah.
there's beating them and there's beating them. If they beat them 2-1, that just basically tells me that the Iran thing was just, it is what it is. Whereas if they go out there and beat USA 3-4-0, I know the Americans is soccer as they call
No,
it.
but
It's
the
not
Americans
their
are up
first
for it,
sport.
you know.
But they're decent. Obviously, they're just coming off Thanksgiving, maybe some of that turkey or whatever.
No,
Give
trust
them
me,
the
in
boost.
No,
America,
they don't have. I think they don't allow it at the moment, man. For them.
yeah. I was listening to the game on Fox, streaming it, and they were saying that they're gonna have it on Saturday after the game. So they're not having any turkey before the match.
Well, let's hope they did something.
But they're building it up though. They're like England and USA on Black Friday. Oh, like they're hyping it up.
Now we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it should be a decent game. All right, finally, man. Then finally, before we go, because we don't know when we're going to do another one. The next one will be when England go out. But you know, ST, who's winning it?
Brazil.
Tooth,
Spain.
Okay.
KA. Put that flag down.
Black Stars. Joking.
I hope you're right. No, I hope you're right. Well, wait, let's put it into the universe. If they win the World Cup, yeah, listen, I'm talking reckless for the whole year.
Bro,
Nobody
I'm
touch
running
it.
down to Tottenham like that night, bro. You will see me dance on top of buses, bro.
Yeah, if Ghana win, you all have to address me by Uncle Salah. That's it, bro. I'll give my government name. I don't even care.
Well, we learned the full government name today, so that's
Yeah, exactly.
KA, seriously.
No, oh God, you can't see anyone apart from Brazil, really.
Yeah, I think that's a Brazil thing.
I thought he was gonna say England. I'm not gonna lie.
No. I still see England as for who they are, man. Until they prove me wrong. They tried it with the last Euros, but until they prove me wrong.
It's Southgate, bro. It's Southgate.
It's Bottlegate, bruv. But people, listen. Oh yeah, people. Just so you know, we have done a sweepstake. ST's got Brazil, Tooth's got Germany, KA's got Belgium. I've got
I want to change
Argentina.
mine to Japan.
Truth's got Netherlands. Cooking with Rash has got Portugal. Jay's got France, and our female member, who should be on very, very soon, she is back in England. So pray for my team.
Oh,
Pray for Argentina.
nobody's talking about Netherlands as well, even though I don't think they'll do any good. But
I think they're a striker away from. I think I said it already. I think they're a striker, but defensively they look horrible against Senegal. Horrible, but listen,
Senegal are still a decent team though. Like,
yeah,
even
but with no
Mane,
Mane, Mane, they shouldn't have looked back there.
But yeah,
They shouldn't have looked back.
they need to play my boy Illiman, man. They need to let that guy off the leash. Illiman and Jai. He plays for Sheffield United. He was playing in West London not very long ago. very good player, but they need to play him. You know what I mean?
But people, we're gonna wrap up there. Let us know what you think in the comment section. It's been a jam-packed show. Let us know what you think about Ghana's defeat. Do you think the Black Stars can do it and get through? Let us know what you think about the politics going on in the world. Who's shaking his head saying no? Let us know what you think about the politics in football. Is there hypocrisy in it? Do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us? How do you see it? We want to hear from you. Let us know what you think about England's chances in the tournament, and let us know who you think is going to win it. Now you've seen everybody play their first game. We want to hear from you. And as usual, before we go, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up. And I say all the time, share, share, share. We are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links up in the description. I want to say thank you very much to my guys, ST, Mr. KA, and Tooth. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you. Ayeko.
Bro, Yanko.
People, thoroughly enjoyed. It's been a long time, man. Long time since we've done a poddy. I've enjoyed it so much. My people, like I said, Mr. K and I are on sabbatical. Truth has been cancelled for the foreseeable. So we don't know when we're going to do the next one, but we're going to try and jump on a lot more, do a lot more, because we know you lot are missing us. Obviously, as I said, the Tooth fight talk is being missed. Boxing talk, Footie Chat. There's so much, people, but we're gonna sort it out.
We're coming back.
Times
Christmas Day special, man. Ready for Boxing Day.
Oh yeah.
Christmas Day
people, don't
special.
worry, bro. Listen, people, on Christmas Day, I don't know what you think this is. Christmas Day.
Christmas Day special, man.
We will be after the World Cup. We will do a World Cup review plus a Premier League preview for that. You know, we do our Christmas show and our New Year's show, but we'll be back when England go out. Don't worry about that. But people, listen, stay safe. Huh?
We'll be live, bruv. We'll go live.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sort that out. We'll go live, bro. That'll be funny. But people, listen, stay safe out there. Be safe, and we shall see you very, very soon. Peace.